So to anyone who's coming on here, if you're at the beginning, we are trying to make a hat out of wool using felting. Never tried it before, so we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna start off just moving everything around so I can have it where I want it, and we go from there. So this is like my base, so then I know how big of a circle to make, because this is what I saw the people using. So that's what we're gonna try to do. Um, so we're just gonna use this wool that we have carded to little sheets, so it's all going in one direction. What we're gonna do, we're gonna try to make it the same size as this circle. Now, because this is obviously not waterproof, it's gonna be kind of a little bit difficult, but we should be able to do this. I'm just hoping I have enough wool. It took a long time to get all this wool. Let's just hope we have enough of it. Might have to do more later. This will definitely be a multi-part series. And I'm curious to see what the first one on here will be too. Okay, so that works on that side. I think we're gonna thin these out a little bit. That should work. Let's see, we got anyone on here yet? Not yet. I was wondering if I can rip this one in half. Yeah, looks like I can. Okay. There we go. I think my cup tried to blow away. Let's see, does this cover the whole circle? Covers the majority of it. Alright, we'll just throw a little bit more right here now. As soon as we can fix this, because it started trying to go in a different direction. There we go. So it takes, apparently, 3 sheets to cover one little piece of it. So for anyone who's on here right now, if you're curious, what we're doing is we're trying to make a hat out of wool. So I have some sheets of wool right here. We have a big crate of wool right here. And we even went as far as making a copy of the top of my head out of some duct tape and leaves and some bags. So then I can eventually mold it over this and make a perfect fit hat. So right now, we are just approximately fitting this to the size of the circle, which I think you guys can see most of it. It fits around it. Here, ready? We'll turn the camera a tiny bit. There. So, covers most of the circle. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna take care of this circle, and we're gonna fold this sheet over it that I have, like a mesh, just like this. So now it's over it. And I have a bucket of hot water here. So I'm gonna bring the bucket up here. So 1 second, I just gotta grab the bucket because I can't quite pick it up from right here. All right, so here, ready? I'll show you. We have a bucket of hot water right here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna use this cup and we're just gonna take some hot water from it and pour it onto the top of here and very gently agitate it and hope that I don't soak my legs. Although I am prepared to have to change later before I go to the gym later. So we have our wool right here, all going in one direction. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take little cups of hot water, as hot water as I can keep in a bucket that doesn't burn my hands, but also because I don't have great hot water. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna run it over my hand. Okay, actually I take that back, the water is hot. We're just gonna run it over my hand at first to very, like, just barely mess with the wool, because we don't want to totally displace all of it. And I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know how well this is gonna work. We might have to get rid of the top layer. I'm not sure. But I'll try to take another cup and we'll see how that goes. And then once we add another layer, then we get to add some soap. I'm not sure how long this whole process is going to take, but we just started for anyone who's curious. I know we got like 10 people on right now. How are you guys all doing? I'll read some comments if you leave any. And by the way, those are the sheep making the noise that are doing that. We're actually using their wool. So yeah, I'll lift this every now and then so we can see if it's working at all. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try it without the top of this on. I'm not so sure how well it's gonna work because this is not quite as good as a normal sheet. Tristan Phillips, you're doing good. Hey, that's nice. Doing pretty good today too. I'm on spring break and I've gotten the chance to hopefully make this hat. I've cleaned out the herb garden. There's something else I just did yesterday too. Oh, we're working on building a pond in our stream. So what I'm making a hat out of wool. I'm just not 100% sure this is going to plan yet. I might need to add more water and larger quantities. Who said hi? Grayson said hi. I think I said your name right. So yeah, we're just gonna add more water and hopefully completely soak all this wool. Once we add on the first layer or two, we'll be able to flip it over. So, although it's so far not sticking together quite as well as I would think, but this is an experiment too to see how it actually works. So I haven't felted wool in a very long time. Okay, I did say your name right. Perfect. I don't know. I'm not great at reading names all the time. Curious if we're gonna end up needing more water. I do have a full bucket, but we've already actually brought it down about an inch. I'm surprised that we got this many people on here. I saw 30 people at one point on here. I can't even get that many people on my big live streams that I actually try to get a lot of people on. I don't know if I need to add soap or something, but like the wool's like sticking to my hand from the lanolin in it because this wool's not washed that well. Okay, well here we got one part that's like starting to get soaked. I think if we can just make everything like that, it'll work better. I'm just gonna put a bunch of water on here really fast and see how well that goes. Okay, here we go. That seems to be doing something now. Now that we actually got water just sitting on there with it. And yes, I do have a slight cold, so sorry for any nose noises. But we do have a little, you can hear it, have a little layer. Hoping that this all starts sticking together because it is all going in one direction, so it should go together. But I know that it's a very long process, so we'll see how it goes. I have no idea if I'm doing it right, but we'll see. Might add a little bit of soap. Just see if it, yes, I'm making a hat. This is a very big surface for a hat, I think, but I'm making it like a cowboy hat. Hoping it's like a cowboy hat. That would be really cool. I even got these bowls and stuff that are like perfect size for my head. And then once it fits really well to that, here's the replica of my head. It's the back, front, kind of looks similar. I don't know. It fit on my head before I filled it with leaves. So, but we're gonna add a little bit of soap just to see if maybe that starts getting things to slip together. I don't know if I want to add it on the wall directly, but I figured a little bit of soap will get us so far away. But here, I added some in my hand, some right on the wall. Okay, well, it's making bubbles, so maybe that'll help. I think the last time I actually felted wool and it actually worked, I was like 8 or 10. It was a while ago, but the piece of wool still survives, even though it has been attacked by the moths a few times. Let's see. Yeah, what happened? I had 20 and then I only have 1. Yeah, that happens. Like, actually, before you came on, I had like 35. And then it dropped down. And like, now it's at 2. But it'll probably go back up to 10. It's just how it works. Because I only have like 200 subscribers on this channel. So I don't have like a big enough channel where people are like, oh, he has a lot of subscribers. Maybe what he does is cool. But that's also fine because I'm not going for a lot of views. I'm just doing this to talk to people when I do this. And because I thought other people might think this is cool. But also, yes, it can help me gain views. So it's like a multi-purpose video, if you will. Yeah, that water's hot, but at the same time, it makes me think that it's not hot enough with the wool. Although this table's also slanted, which is good and bad because it's tilted that way, so away from me. So hopefully I won't get as wet as I was gonna get. But at the same time, the water seems to not be wanting to stay. Although, if you've been watching for a little bit now, you'll be able to notice it is starting to like mat together a little bit more because it's wet and soaked. Who said hi? Okay, someone who looks like they might have a Russian name or something. I don't know. But if you hold down the letters on your keyboard or on your keypad, it comes up with more options. I don't know. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Usually I try it, but I'll say hello back. All right, let's see. So Grayson said people were over 100K can do anything, and people under like 1,000 can't do anything without reaching 1 million likes. I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that. Oh wait, so you are from Russia. That's funny. Surprised I guessed that. Usually I'm really not good at guessing that stuff. So this wool that's right on the edge here, I don't know if there's a way for me to move it over. I can keep the tarp there and just move this. That might work. Just because it's so close to the edge, I don't plan on getting totally covered in water if I don't have to. Well, I think I hear some. Here, let's see. I don't know. The tarp's on the other side of the table. Like, I'm not wet yet, though, so the slanted table might actually be helping us, as long as this actually works. But hey, we got 3 people in here. We got 5 likes, so some people are enjoying it. You mean small creators don't get anything like big creators. Oh, okay, so you're saying small creators don't get any attention. Yeah, it's the algorithm. If there's a big creator, more people are going to watch them. And if more people are watching them, YouTube's going to think that people like their channel more than most of small creators. I actually find that, yeah, there's a few big creators that are fun to watch. But the majority of the big creators just had some videos that were good enough that got them a lot of people to subscribe and everything. And one good video, so more people came back. And what that initial boost did is now they have tons of people that come back every time because YouTube shows them their video. Although I did see in the analytics that some people are starting to see my videos pop up in their suggested feed. And if anyone's curious, this is my, it's like my side channel. This is the channel where I'll do most of my things, but it's my smallest channel because I focus on it a little bit less than my fitness channel that I have. If you want to check out my fitness channel, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on that one by the end of the year. Right now I'm at 425. I checked it right before I started. I was curious if anyone would transfer from here and check out my other channels or not. But no pressure if you don't want to check it out. I'm not begging for views, you know? What is this content? We are making a hat, a cowboy hat out of wool. And the sheep will make noise eventually. What we're doing is using their wool to make this. It seems like the wool is matting down a little bit, so I think we're doing it right. But I'm not a professional. I don't know when it's time to add more wool either, because I know you don't want to mat it down too much before you add more, but at the same time, you want it to like not fall apart when you try to flip it. I think I'm supposed to try to flip it over before I add more wool. But yeah, this is what I choose to do with my spring break. All the people I know are going on big, extravagant vacations. Two of my friends went to Brazil. And for being in New England, it's a far distance to go. Where is everyone from? I'm curious. We got 4 people in here. You guys all gotta be from different places. Is there anyone from outside of Russia, Canada, and the US? Just, I bowled them for a hat? What? No. We sheared them. We gave the sheep a haircut. Not willingly, but it's good for them. Hear noises from over there, trying to figure out who it was. America. Nice. I'm also from America. I'm from New England. It's actually kind of warm today. It's like 60 right now, which is nice. A little bit warmer would be nice, but it's not too hot. So I think I'm going to try to flip this over and add another layer. I don't know how well that's going to go. Hey, it might work actually. It might work, guys. I can just grab a whole bunch of it so then it doesn't... Ooh, that's a little messy. You can see the dark side of it in this one, where it's not quite as clean. Okay, I guess we're cleaning it at the same time. So I hope this works. I'm trying to roll it and flip it so then it doesn't rip or anything. Let's see. There we go. I think it's working anyway. Uh-oh. I might not be doing it right, guys. Alright, I'm gonna try to flip it back over and find the edge. We might have just made a big rope. 1 second. If we can find the edge of this again. There we go. Okay, I think we screwed it up. But that's alright. Maybe not, actually. If I can just figure out where to open it. Let's see. Well, we might have to make a new one, guys. Or we might be able to save this one. I'm not sure yet. but it's definitely not going how I was hoping it would go. Oh well. We know it's working though, at least. But I think that this one's a little far gone, guys. It's alright though. Let's see. Yeah. I think we killed this one. Oh well. Yeah, see? We got like big chunks of it that are just I don't know, we'll try to see if we can save it, but I don't think we're gonna be able to. I think we might have to restart, guys. But it's alright. I know I need a roller or something, but let's see. Yeah, I wish I didn't roll it up into a roll to try to flip it. I'll keep messing with it for a minute and see if I can try to reshape it. Maybe parts of it will stick back together, although this piece might be a little too far gone. But we got plenty of wool. And we'll have some more in like half a month anyway. Well, I'd say at least we somewhat flipped it over enough. Let's see. Might rip this piece off of here. See if I can toss it in the middle. And patch up this hole. I'm just worried that this is not going to stick together at the end when we want it to now. But I'm thinking at the same time I might be able to save it because this is how you add more wool on anyway. It's like a... Yeah. Well, I was thinking of using like a roller pin with a bunch of little fingers on it, but I didn't want to destroy a rolling pin to do something that I don't know if it'll work anyway. Alright, let's just grab the circle and see if it's still relatively close to the size that we need. Alright. I think we'll be able to actually use this still. I'm not sure yet though. We'll just fix up the edges. Maybe it'll just be a really thick hat. What do you guys think? You guys think it'll work? It definitely tried to stick together on me. It's like an eagle or a hawk. You hear it? Okay, so I'm actually entertaining to watch. Thank you. I tried to be entertaining to a point. But I'll talk to you guys, or I'll end up talking to myself if there isn't anyone on here. So to make me look more sane, I'd recommend saying something every now and then. Or people might think that I'm crazy and that you're crazy for watching a crazy guy. So I think that this might work. I hope it works because I'm going to add more wool onto it and just totally drench it. So here's our next piece. We're going to add that right here. We're going to add more. I think we're going to try to center them because they have been spreading out a little bit on me, which I was not expecting actually. Each one of these takes like 15 minutes to make, so we got like an hour's worth of wool carding in here now. So it's a good thing we got more than an hour left of spring vacation. We'll just thin these ones out a little bit so then they can cover more area. I don't know if I'm supposed to make them overlapping or what, but... So I know that this layer, this top layer will at least work, but I don't know if, whatchamacallit, I don't know if it's going to stick to the layer below because it's so carded now. I would love it if it would, but it might not. do you brush them off or do you use shears? Because I've seen people do it in different ways. So we, like, if you're thinking using a brush to get the wool, that's like pulling their hair out. And we don't do it that way. I don't know. I don't even know if that would work really. But what we do is we'll use. We have a guy that comes in. We've had them use hand shears, and we've had someone use electric ones once. But usually we have used the hand shears because you can get it off in a bigger sheet. All right. So, I think I got a little bit of water on my knees, but that's all right. I was counting on having to change anyway later. Just turn it around and tap on it so it'll stick. Yeah, we'll end up flipping it around and trying that if that's what you're thinking. If not, I'm not quite sure what you mean then. Ooh, okay. Okay, I heard a hawk over there. Now I hear crashing in the leaves. Maybe it got something. It is also kind of funny how long it takes for this to all pat down. Yeah, I do appreciate you guys being in here though and commenting with me. We had, like I said, we had like 35 people in here at one point, and that was like a random spike, like 2 minutes in, when YouTube first saw it and decided to give me a chance. It's all right though. I'll add like 2 more cups of water on it, and then we'll start using some soap. Because we have enough water on here now that it's starting to flow off the back of the table, but we don't have enough where we need it yet. But good thing there's plenty of water around here, right? Yeah, I can hear the water flowing off the tarp over there. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. I hear it. I feel it drip on my foot too, which means it's... Well, that's strange. Somehow it's going through the tarp. Well, actually, tarps don't hold water that well, but whatever. I don't know. It's not that strange. See, I told you, I'm a little odd in the head sometimes. We're going to add more soap, because the soap seemed to have done something last time. We'll probably have to add more water, too. So we got a third person in here now. They'll watch, then they'll go away. People tweak or something. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if I'm famous or something, but one time I was watching someone's live stream and then randomly I said hi, and then 159 viewers popped in like I was, and I was like, what? And then 50 other comments. Hey, well, that's kind of what happened here, honestly. Like, you came in here and you said hi, and there was a bunch of people in here, like, when you first come in here. Although, I also think that the view count is off. Because sometimes I'll see, like, there'll be tons of people commenting on my video, like, actively. But then it'll say that there's 0 people in the view chart, or that there's, like, 1 person, when there's obviously, like, 4 different people commenting. So, it's alright though. It's weird. But it could also just be a delayed internet thing. Eventually we'll get to be really rough with this and we'll really be rubbing our hands on it, making it into like a solid sheet. But because that first layer got slightly screwed up, I think that I'm going to end up doing like probably 4 layers. We're working on the second layer right now. Alright, and I have my computer over here behind screen. And my music went quiet, so 1 second, let me just play it again. Let's see. Where's my mouse? Right here. Alright, we're back. Watch, now people will think I just came back from a long adventure and they'll come say hi. Do I have any tips to make me popular on YouTube? So some things I've discovered with videos for getting views, which I still only ever get like 2,000 views on most of my shorts and like 50 likes. But what I'd recommend doing is making a video that has a good start to it, that's energetic, and then dragging on a little bit, but not enough that you would get bored if you were watching it. If you get bored watching it, that's probably going to be boring to other people. Also, I discovered that when I get a notification that says people are watching my video in a loop, I get a lot more views because YouTube thinks that people like it. So that's why, you know, with some of those creators, they're like, here, I'm going to show you a secret. And then they like really quickly show like a screen that obviously takes way longer than that to read. So, like if you're going to make a video, lead people on for like 5 seconds. And then for like a half second, show a screen, but they have to pause your video or try to pause it. And if it's on YouTube Short, they can't skip back that easily, so they have to replay it. So you'll get a lot more views that way. It's a annoying way for some viewers, but it does work. That's why if you go out and you find any videos like that, they probably have 20,000 views at least. Ooh, okay, it is sticking to my hand with the soap and stuff, and I can feel it lifting up from the table in a big sheet. So I think this is actually working. We're gonna add another cup of water right there. We're about halfway through our water supply. Do I like Gorilla Tag? I've never played it. I've heard of it. I've seen quick plays of it. But no, I don't play many games. Like at one point, I was playing a lot of Minecraft, but that was because I was using my school computer because I got through part of the blocked parts on it, and I was able to play it for a little while with some friends. But then some kids got it blocked. So Minecraft's really the only thing that I've played in the last 4 months. Lately, well, actually, the only game I've been playing now is a game called Tower Defense, or Tower, like the Tower game. It's a mobile game, but you can get it on a computer using like certain apps. And I've been playing that for about a year. Do I have a VR? No, I do not. I've only ever used a VR set once, and that was when I went to Great Wolf Lodge a couple of years ago. And I saw it, and it was like, oh, cool, I'll try it. And I played some, like, it felt like Foursquare. I'm sure you know what Foursquare is. But it was, like, in VR. It was interesting, but I think I'd rather if I was going to play games on screen. Let's see. I got to get a little bit more on the edge here. I think we're going to add a little bit more water right there. The cup's hard to find sometimes in the water because it's clear. And water also happens to be clear. Camouflage at its finest. My hands are going to be so, like, pruny after this. Alright. You know what's funny? I got an ad right now on my music that says live streaming is the best way to get views quick. Let's see if they're right. Probably not, but you know, you don't know for sure. Add a little bit more water right here. Try not to get soaked. I'm gonna add one more cup of water on top just because I want to. I think this is working. My sheep are saying they don't like me. Well, you know what they're actually mad at is that they just got grain now. Usually they get grain like 3 hours earlier. But it's because we accidentally ran out of sheep grain. So my mom grabbed some more. Alright. So, last time we added wool going in this direction. First time we added wool going in this direction. I think we're going to add another layer now. I Actually, first I'm going to try to lift this up a little bit. We're not going to do what we did last time. Okay, so it is separating on layers. So I'm not 100% sure if it's working. But I'm going to add one more layer and see if it works. You don't have enough subscribers to live stream? Well, I had to get 50 at first, and I got 50 on my fitness channel really fast. I never had the problem with having to need 50 on this channel, though, because they didn't make that rule until, like, the week after. You know, actually, I don't even know if you can make multiple channels anymore, but I already had multiple pre-existing channels. This one might take 4. Let's see. I think this might work. Okay. Kind of shredded this one up, but it might work. I hate those ads that are like 20 minutes long because I got one of those on right now. I don't want to get up to go skip it. Like they put a whole episode of their show they're trying to broadcast or whatever. Let's see. We're just gonna add tons of water on here, and I'm hoping that they'll actually connect to this one. I might have brought it a little too far before adding another layer. But we've only gone through about a third of our wool that we had, and I have a lot more wool I need to card still, so we should be fine. Alright, I'm going to try to mat this down a little bit. Just totally squish it all down in the water. Curious if we'll get more people on here eventually. Do I have a sewing machine? No, but my mom and my sister both do. I don't really know if a sewing machine would help with this. But I'm really hoping that I'm not screwing this up at this point because I've added so much wool onto it. Although, if it doesn't work that well, I could take the layers and try to needle felt them together. I think that would work. I've never done it, but I've seen other people do it. So it might work. I'm just going to add more water. And I'm going to add some soap to this layer. Because the soap definitely was helping. Like, do you see it right now where it's at? How it's all still fluffy? Alright, so that's enough soap. Almost enough soap. There. So that should be enough soap. So if you see what it's like right now, it should start to mat down in a minute. So what are you guys up to today? When it is dry, then sew it. Okay. That might help. I'm not 100% sure though. So what are you guys both up to today though? It's just you two in here right now. I am curious how more people aren't scrolling by, because it would tell me when more people are scrolling by. Anyway though, look how much it's matting down already. So like, I think this would be about the point when you would add more layers. I think I might have been waiting a little too long before. But that's alright. We're learning. Might need more water down. Oh, nope, I don't think I need more water down there actually. What do you guys think? We call it at this, or do we call it at, should we call it at 4 layers? I got enough wool for 4 layers. As long as it actually works. I think I might do another live stream later. And that'll be of me trying to start shaping it around a hat. Or around a form. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add another layer. I think this is about the point when I'd want to add another layer. So I'm gonna do that. You're playing Entrepreneur and making. You're laying in bed is really early for you, and Ellie is playing Entrepreneur and making money. Nice. How are you doing it? Okay. So we're gonna add our last layer of wool. Because at first this wool was actually gonna be used in a different project. At first I was whatchamacallit, making yarn. But it's alright. We'll make more. Oh, there was 2 in this layer, wasn't there? There we go. Ooh, I got some energetic music on now. Don't worry, I don't think we'll get any more energetic with the wool. Be nice and gentle with it still. I swear this has gotten bigger, even though it's supposed to be getting smaller. This is a good sheet of it. See how well this one sticks together, and this one's not even felted. It's a little dusty, but it's alright. I'm gonna rip this one right down the middle, hopefully. Wow. That ripped so easily that way. I guess we're just gonna make it really thick right there. Okay, guys. Final layer. What time is it for me? Let's see. Oh, I don't know if this 9:57. So we've been going for 42 minutes right now. It could be different times for us too. I feel like you're down near Florida or something. Pretty sure in a different time range then. Time zone, whatever it's called. I'm hoping I don't have to go get more hot water because that's going to take a long time. Alright. This is a very thick layer too that we added. It's 9:58 for you. Huh. Oh, so maybe you're 10 minutes ahead of me because it's 9:58 for me too. Wait, no. It's 9:58 for me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the same time for both of us then. So I'm going to add soap earlier in this one and see if it makes a difference. How would you wash it if it has wood on it? I'm not sure what you mean. If you're thinking about washing this, I'm not washing the wool. I'm trying to purposely mat it together and make a giant sheet out of it that I can then form into a hat. So far in this project, I owe my parents more spray foam, more soap, and some duct tape. But if this hat project works out eventually, it'll be worth it. Let's see. But yeah, we're definitely going to make it only 4 layers because that's about half of the wool I had. and we'll make more wool like sheets in the meantime. Where is my donation button? I don't have enough subscribers yet for donations. I only have like 200 on this channel, and even on my main channel I need 500 subscribers. And no, I don't know if I need 500 or 1,000, but I also need a lot of watch hours, which I don't have enough of yet. It's weird, getting watch hours is so hard because they don't count your shorts watch hours. But eventually, if I was to get enough subscribers and enough watch hours, I would set up a donation button, and I would use those donations for making more projects like this. Like, I'd probably buy a better setup for this. And then I'm also doing, like, on my fitness channel, I'm doing a lot of bodybuilding stuff right now. I'm preparing for a bodybuilding show, so you would not believe how expensive a bodybuilding show is actually. To buy the tickets, crossovers, the shorts, the tans, to be eating the proper food. Buying the food you need is not that bad because it's cheaper, except for the protein bars. But everything else is actually kind of expensive. And the one I'm doing is like 2 hours away from me, which isn't that bad, but also I prefer it with closer. And I gotta go there 3 days before my show. 3 times. That's alright. My coach is driving me, so I can drive, just I would rather not have to drive that far. But we'll finally be able to start getting more rough with this one once it mats together better. And we'll even be able to flip this one over. And this time we won't be doing any weird rolling up trying to flip it, because that was a bad idea. I'm still fearing that the backside of this is not going to be that great because of that. Although it is seeming like it's starting to stick together better. My mom was saying something about the possibility of this starting to make my hands dry out. I haven't noticed that yet, but we'll see what happens. I do like now how this one is like, I can move my hand around on it and it doesn't all move around. So I think we are starting to make it good. It would be really funny actually is if I kept adding layers to this. I made like a solid mat that was like 20 pounds heavy of just really compact wool. I have no idea how long it'll take for all this to dry. But we'll see. I think in like 5 or 6 minutes time, we'll be able to start really like agitating this a little bit more than we are now. I'm switching to a different technique now where I'm just using my fingertips to try to poke everything together, and then I'll use my hands and smooth it back out. Now the edges are being a little bit more finicky than the inside here. I think I just need to work more on the edges. What would be really funny is if I make this hat only 2 live streams. We got 3 people on here right now. How are you guys all doing? In case you're wondering, I'm making a hat out of wool. And it's from my sheep, and you can tell because the wool's not perfectly clean. Because I never took the time to clean their wool when it was on them, or now even when it's off of them. This cup's getting slippery. Just add some more water. Ooh, there we go. Okay, that really flattened down the edge. I don't know if you can see the very edge, but it's definitely making it better with all this water. I'm just gonna go around the edge for a couple minutes before I really start working on the inside more. Let's see. Yeah, it's funny. This has actually gotten bigger as I've done this. It'll probably shrink up eventually, which I'm hoping for it to, because I used a lot more wool in this than I needed, if that's so. I'm gonna try using this. There we go. Let's see. I think that we have enough water still. I have another little bit over here. I'm gonna scooch over because I don't want to get soaked if I don't have to. Because that'll make the live stream last a little bit less long. Once this reaches an hour, I'm gonna restart. And we're going to, actually no, I'm not. Once this reaches an hour, we're gonna call it, only because I have to go to the gym and be there for a certain time to meet my coach there. Oh, I dumped water on me that time. Let's see, we're gonna scooch over. I'd rather not get soaked if I don't have to. Tuck that right under there. There we go. As long as I can get it all soaked right on the edges, I think that it'll be fine. Because the better the edges, it'll transfer to the middle. And really be rough with inside, which is nice. And eventually we'll flip it over once I'm not scared of it breaking apart like it did the first time. Although I don't know if it really did do anything bad or not. But we're gonna work our way around the edges for a little bit. And then we'll jump back in towards the middle. I do have a fun little tool that I'll use. Can you be a mod of the live stream? Hey, my hands are super soapy right now. Let me just finish up around the edges here, and I'll try to make you a mod. You'll be my first mod. But you're on here enough that I'd say it definitely would be worth making you a moderator. Because every now and then we do have that weird person that comes on that's like just spamming to spam or just saying weird stuff that we don't need on our live stream. Something like they support pandas eating people or something. I don't know. Something weird. That's what I would do. I would go to someone, if I didn't like someone's live stream, I think I'd go on there and just spam the weirdest thing. But also, if people see that I have mods, that might actually help me get more views. Because we're like, oh, hey, there's people who like his channel. So let me just finish up on these edges. And then I'll be sure to make you a moderator. I'll make you one within 5 minutes, I'll promise you that. So the edges are a little fishy, even though it's sheep wool. Alright, we're almost done on the edges. This one edge is being a little fussy. Alright, maybe we're not ready for super rough agitating. Alright. So I'm just going to let my hands dry off a little bit for a second. And with a mod of the live stream, you can actually remove their comment. So you can give them a timeout, or I can remove their comment. Yeah, I know about that. I'm a mod on a couple people's server that I enjoy. You support tiny creators because you're one, and you know how it feels when you're filling up the channel. You're so excited. Hey, thanks though. I'm just gonna finish letting my hands dry for a second, and I'll make you a mod. But I am gonna end this live stream relatively soon, I think. But I do definitely intend on going live again later, probably for like, not for like 5 or 6 hours, I think. Probably around let's see. You and me are in the same time zone, so maybe around 2:30, 3 o'clock. But I do intend on going live again. But here, let's see if I can make you a mod. I'm not 100. Oop. Add as moderator. Can manage block words and change chat modes. Okay, I'm gonna do standard moderator. Okay. So you should be a moderator now. Just try to comment really fast, and if your message is blue, I'll be able to see you as a moderator. Just say something random. I don't really care what it is. I'm gonna add a little bit more water. Just add some temperature to it. And I think later, next live stream, we will flip this over. But did it make you a moderator? Okay, perfect. It did make you a moderator. All right. So I didn't give you the ability to change chat modes on me because I'm still experimenting with those myself and I don't know what they all do. But I did make it so you can put like people in timeout. You can hide comments. You'll have a blue title now, so I'll know when it's you. I haven't had anyone stay on my live stream for this long. Have you ever seen the Fitness Boys channel? They're not a small channel anymore, but when I first started following them, they were a very small channel. They only had 8,000 subscribers where I started following them, and they were just doing live streams. They do like a live stream almost every night now, and they're at 156,000 as of last night, I believe. And they've gone from 8 to 150 in like 9 months. Solely from, well, like I'd say 99% of it's from live streams. And they're fun to watch. And they also interact with their viewers really well, in my opinion. This is starting to feel like it's working. This would be an interesting looking cowboy hat. I was gonna make like a long form video out of it, but I decided it would be better off to do some live stream stuff because I haven't done that in here for a while. I think my shoulder's tired from having my arms way out the whole time. I got muscly shoulders, and I still can't support my own arms. I feel like a little T-Rex playing the piano. Oh, actually, I am gonna do this over here for a minute because it needs it, and because it'll be nice to have my arms tucked in. I'm folding it over on the edges. I don't know how well of an idea that is, but okay. So actually, you know what we're gonna do? I'm going to end this at an hour, and I'm going to restart it at like, I'm going to restart it as soon as I can, and we're going to try to make like a half an hour long live stream. I have enough time for a half an hour. I just don't have enough time for another full hour live stream. So we'll just do that because we'll use that at start to make a get that little boost at first when we have like 30 people on. We'll chase a little bit of views, but we're not chasing a lot of views. There's some people out there who restart their live stream every 5 minutes to get that initial boost. But we're not trying to do that. I want people who actually enjoy the videos. Alright, so it's almost at an hour, so I'm just gonna get the soap off my hands. And I'm gonna rinse them, or not rinse them, dry them off. It's an hour now. So let's see, what did you say? How do you fix stream delay? Stream is a little bit delayed. just scroll to the next stream and then come back really fast or something. All right, so I'm gonna take this on my tripod. And here, actually, I'll give you guys a really of what everything's done. So this is our mat that we have now that we've made. It's of good size. So I am going to end the stream really fast. And then I'm going to make a new one that'll go for half an hour. So then I have time to get ready before I need to leave for the gym. And then we'll make another live stream later when I get back. So I'm going to end this one, and I hope to see you guys in a couple minutes. Thank you for being on, though. As soon as it ends, because it usually takes a couple seconds.